What exactly is AT&T getting for $1.2 billion from acquiring Leap?
You know, on the face of it, it looks like it's getting into the prepaid market, but what this is really about is spectrum. The fact that AT&T has to both compete with the larger rival, Verizon, and smaller rivals that have been consolidating themselves, like Sprint and T-Mobile, for example. Having that spectrum will allow them to better compete, but they're paying up for this, and that kind of just shows you what kind of a position AT&T is in right now, because regulators, remember, nixed that deal with T-Mobile about a year ago, and that really left them quite behind when it comes to, you know, consolidation, and they had to pay up.
It's interesting.
88%.
It's not really in a vacuum, this deal. We've seen so many of these carriers merge, SoftBank buying one, the T-Mobile Metro PCS merger. Is the common theme here that everybody just wants more spectrum and they're just all consolidating?
Yeah, well, that's definitely one of the themes, and the big question for AT&T is what's next, because obviously it's resorted to doing these smaller deals instead of the bigger ones, and what people are saying now going forward is maybe the options for AT&T is perhaps do a deal with Dish, maybe go overseas, which is actually very interesting, because if you look at the way the European carriers are trading, they're trading at a discount to the U.S. carriers because there's been pricing pressure and pricing wars in Europe that have really hurt those guys. You know, they're trying to roll out the fourth generation technology.
Right.
They're not there yet in Europe.
What does the premium say? I was stunned by the premium given. Here's a chart, folks, of Leap. You don't see this. I mean, it's a double over the weekend.
It's amazing. And the fact that the stock is trading actually above, or actually I should say aftermarket trading, the stock traded above the offer price, even with the 88% premium, actually signals that investors may be anticipating someone else coming in to make a bid here.
What does this say about the industry?
Everybody wants spectrum.
It says the spectrum is a real hot commodity right now, because people, it's not so much that customers are growing in the U.S., it's that the data that customers are demanding is getting so much bigger. Think about the devices. We all have 2 or 3 devices, and we're all using them more and more mobilely.